As you can see, we've got 12 pretty nice crappie here. All of them look about like that. I don't have my normal fillet knife with me. I wasn't planning on saving fish. We got to catching some pretty nice ones and I decided to save them. So I've just got a sharp knife here. A fillet knife with a little flimsier blade, a little more limber blade will do a better job, but this will work. So I start right behind this fin, go down to the spine, turn my blade on the edge, follow that spine on down. Like I say, this knife is not ideal for this. And you just stay right on top of the spine, cut nearly to the tail. I didn't get cut all the way through there. You flip it, you go into the meat, down to the skin. Keep your blade as nearly as flat as you can keep it. And you've got a nice fillet. Now, I don't like the rib bones, so I'll take and cut those rib bones out just like that right there. And boneless fillet. That's the way I like my crappie. I'm going to do the other side. I'm always better at that one side than I am this one, but and I cut all the way through. But anyway, go down to the spine, cut through those ribs, stay on top of the spine, all the way to the tail, flip it, and just shave that meat right off the skin. Like I say, I need a fillet knife. I didn't bring one, so just have to bear with me. You can see those ribs, so you know right where to cut. Now you can save these and fry them up. There's a little bit of meat there. Personally, I just don't like eating around those little bones, so I don't save that part. Okay, so I've got a mess of crappie already cleaned and filleted out. I've rinsed the fillets, and I'm going to put about 2 cups of yellow cornmeal in the bowl here. That's probably 2 cups, maybe a little more. Set this out of the way. I like a little garlic salt. I use about a 1/4 of a teaspoon to a 1/2 teaspoon. That's garlic salt. I use onion powder and about a 1/4 of a teaspoon. You can do it how you like it. I'm out of regular salt, so today I'm using sea salt. And I put about a teaspoon of about a teaspoon of regular salt. Sea salt has a little more saltiness to it. So I've got oil heating on the stove. This pan's about half full of oil. I've got it heating on high. When it gets hot enough, I'll turn it down to about 8 on an electric stove. That's something you'll have to experiment with, how to get it to cook at the rate you want it to. You want it to cook hot and fast, but not so hot and fast that the outside is burned and the inside is raw. I've got my fillets soaking in cold water. I roll them around, get them thoroughly covered in cornmeal. I'm going to drop this little piece in there, and when it starts to sizzle, then our oil is hot enough. I generally use canola oil. A lot of guys like to use peanut oil so they can reuse it. Anyway, as soon as the oil's hot enough, I'll show you, and we'll go from there. Okay, so my little test piece of fish is starting to float. That means your oil is hot enough. Still can heat up a little more, but it's hot enough to do what we need to do. And we drop our fillets in. As they cook, you stir them or turn them, and when they're floating in the color you desire, they're done. I like mine pretty crispy. Remember, you put it on high heat. And if it's not cooking too fast, you can leave it on high heat. I generally turn mine down to about 8. Okay, I'm going to show y'all how I make southern fried taters, or chili taters as I call them. And use a little bit of, this is diced potatoes, diced jalapeno, and diced onions. And I cover them pretty good in garlic salt. In case you hadn't figured, I use garlic salt and onion powder for just about everything. A little bit of onion powder. I'm not going to give you exact measurements because everybody has different taste. A couple of dashes of cumin. Okay, so it was 4. And cover it evenly with chili powder. I've got about 1/4 to 3/8 of an inch of oil in this pan on medium heat. I'll drop in a test potato, and when it's good and hot, I'll put the potatoes in there. As you can see, these fillets are nice and crispy, and they hold together. That's actually the way I like it, a little darker and a little crispier. Okay, so our chili taters are ready to put in the oil. And if you like, you can also add a little salt and a little black pepper to those. Again, a medium to high heat, depending on how crispy you like them. If you like them soft, you use a medium heat. If you like them crunchy, you use a little higher heat. Okay, so our chili fries are about as done as I like them. You can use whatever kind of oil you want. Grapeseed oil, canola oil, olive oil, avocado oil, peanut oil, whatever you prefer. Like I say, these are what I call chili fries. So they have onions and peppers. It's good with breakfast sausage and cheese and eggs also. There you go. Those are my chili fries or chili taters to go with my fish. And here's the finished product. Chili taters or chili fries. Salad. Battered and fried crappie. It doesn't get any better than that.